Hey guys, Drew at Lanteria. In this video, I'll show you how you can configure the global navigation menu so that you can add new items, for example, to link to other applications. You can relabel items so that they are aligned with your corporate nomenclature or lingo. And you can hide options, parts of the system that you don't want users to see. I'll even show you how you can hide menu options from specific people only. So let's jump into it. So let's just start with a little orientation. When I say the global navigation menu, I'm talking about this up here. So these tabs are actually referred to in the system as menu sections. And then under that, we've got menu items. So we'll be configuring these. And also over here, we have what's called quick actions. Now these are essentially used typically to start something new. So you can see up here, we're in the performance module and I can quickly add a company goal. I can start a performance review. However, if I'm over on Core HR, those options are going to be quite different. What it allows you to do is jump to that specific process regardless of where you are in the system. So let's start for a moment by saying that we wanted to hide time and attendance menu. So we're going to do that by actually going to the menu section, because if we hide the menu section, it will hide everything underneath it. So if we go to settings and then we go to configuration, and then we go down to system settings over here, and then we want to go to menu sections. It will open up as a pop-up. So first of all, what we need to bear in mind is that Lanteria has a bunch of different menu options. Okay, so just jump out of that for a minute. These menu options that I'm seeing here are for an HR user. So you can see here that I'm in the HR role. If I go to an employee role, those options are very different. Okay, so let's actually say that we wanted to rename my info. We might change it to personal information. Okay, so I just need to flick back to the HR role and I go back into this time menu items, because I'm not changing the actual tab, the section. So we'll go to configuration again and we'll go down to system settings and we will go to this time menu items. Okay. So this is essentially like editing an online spreadsheet. Now, first and foremost, I need to find the item I'm looking for. So the best way to do that is to actually filter by role. So I'm looking for the employee menu. So if I just choose ES employee, the system used to be called effective staff many moons ago. So when you see ES, that's all it stands for. So now I've filtered. You can see I've got a filter up here and I'm just showing menu items for employees. Now, if I want to take it a step further, I can filter then by section. So that's going to be the tab. Okay. So if I go up here, I want to go to my details. Now we get down and we see those items that are available there. So what we said we wanted to do was change my info to personal information. So I can just click in here, and this is a bit of a funny one. It goes off the screen, but and we click on OK, and then we just choose this, stop editing this list. Now I'll exit that, and in order to see this, I need to switch to the employee view, and we will now see my info is my personal information. What if I then wanted to hide time and attendance for all employees? Okay, I can do that as well. I'll just go back. This time, however, we're going to go into menu sections, because again, menu sections are the tabs and we'll hide everything under that tab. So one more time, settings, configuration, system settings, this time again, menu sections or tabs, and we'll do the same thing again. I'll just filter because there's obviously many items here. We'll filter down to employees only, and you can see here time and attendance. So one of the things that might be easier for you, you can edit in the spreadsheet here, but you also have the option of actually, if I choose stop editing, I can click on this item and open it up. Okay, so I can then go in and edit it, and I can say, make that one inactive. Okay. So now if I go back to the employee profile, you'll notice that time and attendance has disappeared. Now, the other thing that you can actually do is, you can see here we've got links. So this is a custom one we've added up. This is links to different applications. So it just makes it easy to jump between those different applications. So for example, if I clicked on the intranet, that would take me straight to the intranet, like so. Let's go back. So the next thing I'm going to do is, firstly, I'll restore time and attendance for employees, and then we will create a custom link to, let's just say Google, for example. So I need to go back to the HR role. What I actually like to do, I actually have a separate browser set up specifically as an employee, so I can actually look, just give me a moment. So I actually have an employee profile set up at any given point in time, so I can easily check those things without having to switch between the different menu options like I'm doing. So we'll go back to our settings, we'll go back to, what am I doing? Configuration, system settings, and we want to go to menu sections. And like I said, we're going to bring back time and attendance for the employee role. So this time I'm actually going to just edit it here without having to open the specific item. And then I will change over to my employee and hit F5, and you'll see time and attendance is back. So let's now add a link called Google. So this time we're going to go to the menu items menu. And once again, we want to filter whose menu are we trying to modify, employees, and which section is it in. It's under the links tab. You can see here we have these existing links. Now if I choose, I'll just choose stop so I can create a new link. And we want to put in https google.com. This is the name we want to give it. Code as well, generally the same thing. And we want to put this under which section? Under links. Okay. Now the parent menu item is none. Okay, that's only if you want a second level menu. And we just want to make that available to employees. You'll just have to put in anything for the item, the item order, and modify it after we save it so we can make sure they display in the order we want. Now, this one here will open it in a new dialog box. If you wanted to hide this menu option from one specific or a bunch of users, say you've got some contractors that you wanted to give them access to most things but not some, you can actually nominate those people that won't see this menu option here. That's a really useful at times. No thanks. So we should be looking for a Google link under links here. I will need to refresh that page, obviously. And we've got Google. Now let's say we wanted to bring Google to the, I don't know why that didn't connect. Let's say we wanted to bring Google over here. We can do that as well by reordering it. So I'll go back again, filter by my role. And you can actually, if you know SharePoint, you can actually create a view so you don't have to come in and do these filters. But if you've worked with Excel, I think this shouldn't be too difficult for you. Of course, you can reach out to any of us and we can do it for you if you get confused. So we want to go to our links. We want to filter. We just want the links menu. And then here now, we'll actually sort by this column. So this will now show us the order they display in. So really good practice is to, when you're actually doing your ordering, group them 10 apart. I always start generally at 100, 110, 120. That means if you need to reorder things later on, you can easily just insert one at 105 rather than having to reorder all of the items. So Google will just put down as number 9, and we'll choose stop. And then we'll go back to the employee profile, hit F5 to refresh that screen, and Google's now number 1. So let's just take a look why that didn't actually work. Why couldn't we actually launch Google? It might be because we've ticked this box. Let's try undoing that. Some websites don't allow you to bring up items in a pop-up box. So let's go back to Lisa and refresh that screen once again and click on Google, and it works fine. Yeah, so if you do find that some applications don't allow it, I'll give you an example, so including SharePoint Online, certain things. So let's show you some others. So I've built some for compliance here. So we've got incidents, shows us our incident reports. I've also got, for example, audits, driver audits, vehicle audits, corrective actions, those types of things. So you can easily link out to your other applications and join them all together like this. Now, the final thing I wanted to show you was on quick actions, okay? So quick actions are those options that come up here, okay? So let's say I wanted to allow someone to create a corrective action. Do I have that already? It is here. So let's go and show you where these are, and we will create a new one. So this one, we want to go to settings, config, system settings, quick links. Very, very similar. So first and foremost, we want to think about, okay, so who is going to be able to see this? So we will say for this one, it's for employees. And these are all the quick links available to the employees. Update my details, upload a document. What if we said we wanted to fill out we've got report incident. Let's do report, create corrective action. Okay, so I'm going to edit that, click on, right. Now here's, I need to grab my link to that resource. All right, so I'll click on new, and then I'm going to grab that. So I'm linking it directly to the new form link here. And I have to choose which section it's in, which is my details in this one. So if you have any issues where your URL is too long, just use a URL shortener tool like Bitly or something like that in order to make it quite short. So let me just paste in the shortened version there, and we will choose save. So now we should be able to return to the employees view, and we should be able to refresh that page, and we should now see under our links, sorry, under my details, quick actions, create corrective action. And you can see it brings up that form, and I can fill it out. And you can see that it opens that form directly. So lots of versatility there in being able to show the right information to the right people, restrict people from doing and seeing things they shouldn't have access to, and making sure that the way the system is described, the functions, are aligned with the language which is used within your organization. So thanks for watching this video. If you got something from it, go ahead and click on the like button. And if you would like to see more content about getting the most out of Lanteria, click on the red subscribe button too.